So this is the week I got my driver rating reset, and I happened to save the replay of when it actually happened. So I'm going to show you an uncut version of the replay so that it shows what I did wrong, what I did not wrong. Mostly not wrong. I'm not sure I did anything wrong, actually. But I thought I'd share it to you in all raw, unedited material so that you can see how and why I got a DR reset. Was it my fault, the fault of my own, or was it other drivers, or was it my internet connection, or was it all of the above? Let's find out. And if you're wondering what that creaking sound is, that is the rig. I didn't know I made that sound until I heard it in this recording, so enjoy. So as we come up to the dreaded first corner, we wonder who's going to dive bomb us from behind today, and fortunately nothing. That's first. A couple of fights up ahead. I will try and avoid those. I kind of stay back a little bit when my connection is this bad, just because I don't know where other cars are on the track, or whether they are really there, and for the other drivers, whether I am really where they think I am on the track, because I'm probably jolting around at this point. So looking up from behind, we get a dive bomber coming in to take that corner and take me out. Not really necessary. Could have taken that corner a bit more tighter and given us both a chance. If he could hold it, he would have overtaken me cleanly, but clearly not. And so I stay back again here, but we have another dive bomber come in on the side, push me out of the way, push him, and I get 4 seconds penalty. Yeah, okay. So that's the beginning of the end of my A+ driver rating here, all in the span of the first lap. I'm not sure whether that was what did it, or because there is more that comes ahead. I don't know what the total penalty you can get in a track. Oh, there's another hit from behind. I'm not sure what the how much the total penalty before you get a DR reset. So now we are in last place, and we will catch up pretty quickly because you'll see a sea of red penalties at this first corner on lap 2, as all these cars seem to get reset onto the track and everyone gets a penalty. So I squeeze through the middle there before the ghosts become solid, and head out to gain some more positions. So I take this a little bit tighter than normal, give him some space on the side there, still get a nudge off and another nudge. Just move out of my way, says this guy, and just get off the track maybe. So I just let him have it. Then he braked, or he slowed down something. I don't know why he slowed down there, but I'm lucky I didn't get a penalty for that. Oh, he's just a slow driver. Easily overtake him, and the next guy, I think I dive bombed cleanly through this one, but oh no, take it, cut, and oh no. Now see, that one I'm not sure of. I'm pretty sure he was on the grass and not able to come back, but just tried to come back, and I happened to be there. He may not have seen me. But anyway, I ended up in the grass. So I just quickly skip forward to where the action starts up again. Just a lot of blank space there. You don't want to see that. Unedited, just fast forwarded. So I passed this guy reasonably easy. And we'll fast forward to where the action starts up again. So start of lap 4, catch up to some penalty. Now this guy slowed down for some reason, way earlier than you normally would. Not sure whether he's familiar with the track, but he scored a penalty for it. Probably the game detected him brake checking, but either way, he wasn't eager for me to get past him. So after that, he probably blamed me for all of that. I don't know. You guys can tell me whether I did something wrong there. I normally brake way later than that, and maybe you guys do as well, or maybe in the GTO you need to brake that early. Although in saying that, he did just come off a penalty, so he was going slower down that straight than normal, so he would have ideally braked later, being that he wasn't going as fast. We know how fast that GTR is, so yeah, not sure why he braked or was so slow there. So, catching up again, something happened to the right of me there which let me get through reasonably cleanly. Scratched a bit of paint, but I didn't knock anyone off the track. Didn't want to knock him off the track and make him even more angry. So far, so good. I felt on my side. I haven't really caused too much damage intentionally on my own. Generally a clean driver. I'm generally more of a pacifist on the track than an angry or arrogant driver. It's just not who I am. So far, I feel the penalties given out so far. At this point, still no idea that I'm going to get a DR reset at this point. I didn't realise that till the next race, when I realised I was in pole position with a 1 minute 38 on this track. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. But yeah, at this point, I'm not really aware of what's actually happened. So we pass another car here. Made a bit of a mistake, so I get ahead of him. Will he dive bomb me though, or ram me? Let's find out. Oh, he'll ram me. Okay. Luckily, not into the back of the next guy. The next guy in which seems to have as bad a connection as I do. He kind of jolts around a bit there. So I try and keep clear. And not sure where he is on the track. Get knocked by him, so not sure whether he came in a bit hard there or the connection was an issue. But got a penalty for it anyway, and then ended up in that dreaded green patch on the left there. And that lap was over for him. So we'll just fast forward again, catch up to the next car. Again, unedited, nothing happened there. I will save the replay to Gran Turismo, so if you want to see the full replay and see all the angles, to see how I got the penalties and whose fault it might have been. I do, again, have a very bad connection, so the cars do move around in such a way in the replay as they did in the actual live game itself, the live race. So sometimes it's hard to tell whether someone's being a jerk or whether their connection is making them look like a jerk. And I assume the same on my side. I could probably be doing things to other drivers that I am not aware that I've done, and they all of a sudden got angry and then retaliate. So it's just hard to tell. Successfully made it through that first corner. The guy behind was polite. He looked for the dive bomb but saw that it wasn't there. It's always nice. It's rare, but it's nice. So we'll fast forward again to where the action starts up. That didn't happen for another 3 laps. Into lap 11, pitted. Put the hards on, then came back out. At this point, I was happy to just get into the top 10. I had done enough catching up and getting rammed and all of those sorts of things, so I was happy with the top 10. So we catch up to P9 after he pays for his sins. But as you'll see, this particular GTR driver knows where to brake, and he can brake a lot later than the Viper can. And he creeps on ahead, takes the corner. Now watch this space here. I'm willing to take the fault for that. I will say at the time, when I look at it now, I feel like it is my fault. At the time, it looked like he had got one or two of his left tyres on the green stuff, the slippery stuff, and just started to kick out, and the car turned into me and I hit him, and the game penalised me for it. Rewind and have a look yourself. You're basically viewing it from the angle I was at the time, as I use bumper view as my main viewing angle. So yeah, that's the only part in this race where I felt I might have genuinely been at fault here. Not intentionally. I knew I was close to him. I knew we might rub paint, but I didn't think I would knock him off the track. So I did genuinely think that he had slipped a little bit on maybe the back end, and it just pushed the front right of his panel into me. But happy to cop the 2-second penalty. If I did believe it was my fault at that point, I would have slowed down and let him pass again and taken the penalty. Cop that on the chin as well, because yeah, that's always frustrating when someone does that to you. I would not want to do that to anybody. So there you go. That was the race that reset my driver rating from A+ to B in one race. So as always, leave your thoughts and ideas on what this race was in the comments, and ciao for now.